Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome back to my channel. Today we are listening to music, Mr. Roboto, because I don't know, why not? And we're going to plan this last week, so you're going to see the full spread except for most of Sunday, because I decided to finish this off on Sunday, because Sundays usually aren't that important. But I'll tell you what happened today anyway. But this week I'm using this SPC kit called Milky Way Cafe, which was my Sailor Moon inspired art, and I'm in love with it. This spread turns out so cute. And I'm going to use Hollow as well as this, I think it's Sunset glitter, chunky glitter, Sunset Wiggle. I got 2 of them, so I got plenty of that stuff. But I thought that worked perfectly with this kit. But then I put in some Hollow bougie boxes and also some pops of Hollow foil, especially on the pink, because I didn't think the Sunset pink really stood out enough with that pink, pink on pink. So I put in the Hollow on the pink stuff, and I brought in a bunch of extras, like from Sadie stickers and rose-colored Daze, and I'm using Estelle A5 wide inserts in my cloud. Yeah, I think that's everything for now. I might pop back in the middle of laying the bass down, but otherwise we're going to put some music on and chat through the plans for the week. So I'll be right back.
Your chin next to my chin, try to hold my breath in, don't wanna wake up. Your heart is my violin, watching you sleep is comforting, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. Your hands tossing my hand, want your fingers everywhere, don't wanna wake up. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. Wish that I was brave, but I've never been the one. Wish that we could stay like this, I wanna stay. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. I know that when the sun is peeking through the curtains, it's time for me to go. Reality is hurting. Oh, I gotta go. I gotta go. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock, be right here in this moment. You're all I want. If I got superpowers, I'll stop the clock. Wish I got superpowers. Maybe I'm a bird
So I just wanted to pop in here and talk about how the song I am listening to, which I'll show you in a second, it's Moon Pride by Momoro Clover Z. And you can see that on Spotify, but that is the season 1 of the Sailor Moon reboot theme song. And it's so good. I love it. It's kind of rocky with some like guitar solos and everything, but it's about being a kick-ass woman who doesn't need no man, which, you know, it's not always Sailor Moon, but, you know, she does well with, you know, despite it. But it's such a cute song, so I highly suggest you check it out. But here I am bringing in some Sadie Sticker's little crescent moons in hollow, and you can see how that really pops on that hot pink, which I didn't think the sunset probably would. And then I'm also going to bring in... so this Wiggles and Stars, so I thought that worked perfectly. And then I also brought in some rose-colored Daze hollow star overlays into the sidebar, just to bring a bit more pop of that hollow in there, which we will see like magic. There we go. That's from the second time she had a subscription kit. That was the second one, I think, September or something. I don't know, last year. But yeah, so I finally got to use some of that tape, and it's really, really pretty. Okay, I'm going to sneak back now. Okay, bye.
You're gonna head off too, but I know that you'll go where your heart's at. You might cross the sea, what will be, want to make this adventure with you. Love me like a stranger, like a melody, flowing wild and free. Love me like a stranger, let it be unique, run away with me. Love me like a, love me like a, love me like a, love me like a stranger.
Okay, so I usually don't talk through my pre-planning, so I do I do a bit of pre-planning, just because I still sort of plan forward, you know. But I do a little bit in here, just my usual standard stuff. Like I use this Hello Petite paper coffee mug to put in Coffee Monday, which you will see I misspell like a dum-dum. And this is a mini kit, so I didn't have a lot of choice, so I just left it. And then I put my video, which was my plan with me for last week. Definitely go check that out if you haven't. And then we're going to do a grocery run on Monday, just to the local shops, which has been pretty good. Most people keep away from each other. I don't think there's a ton of people always walking around here, honestly. And just putting in my little to-do list, I figured out that this is like my perfect sidebar at the moment. I really, really like it. I'm not doing great at my habits, honestly, but you know, here we go, messing it up. Oh well. Just putting in my usual payday. Etsy pays out on Monday and gets it on Tuesday, and so I just do that for my Shopify. I request it on Monday because I get paid through PayPal on there. So technically I can have that money anytime, but I try not to. And then on Wednesday, I just put in the Scribble Prints Co. new release sticker from the Wiggle. And then Friday was Vapu, which is May Day. Obviously, it's both a day for workers' rights and labor unions. So Labor Day usually, but May Day here is also like a thing, like a pagan-y thing, I guess. And usually they have big picnics where everyone goes out and celebrates and eats donuts and drinks, is it Sima? I think it's Sima. S-I-M-A, I'm pretty sure. I did have it this past week. I don't know. I can't remember. And that was Vapu. But this year, obviously, that is not social distancing. So they put on like a virtual Vapu. But that was sort of all encompassed in that sticker there. And I used a little mermaid because it was also the 1st of May. Mermaid. And I was putting my set up on Etsy. It was already on my Shopify. So, yeah. And a few things like Animal Crossing's May Day event. But we'll get to that. So this day, I did a lot of just boring, usual stuff. And actually, there's a lot of things I wanted to put in on Monday, but I just used up the whole space with this sticker of the girl group from the deco because I really wanted to use it. But basically this day, it was the first time my friends Steph and Kylie and Adelaide are playing Animal Crossing. So we all got together and we went to all 3 of our islands. We spent like an hour at each island. And we're also at the same time, it was actually Facebook Messenger has a group video chat. That was easier than trying to set up Zoom, which we only have through academic means. So rather than going out university accounts, we just went through Facebook. So we're all on screen to each other and most of the time it was all of us sitting looking down at our switches. But it was so fun because then you can actually talk to each other while you're at each other's islands. And it was so fun to do. And our pets came up. Kylie hadn't gotten a dog yet. I didn't mark that in. She got a dog this week called Bibi. I think she got her on Wednesday or Tuesday. But we saw her on Thursday because we did it again on Thursday. Because we had some stuff we wanted to do before May came. And I think we were selling turnips as well because Kylie had a fairly good price. That was on Thursday though. On Monday, and then Steph's dog joined, and then Heidi joined us. It was so good. So fun seeing my friends and talking again, and Animal Crossing makes it so easy and fun to do. And then we also cooked tacos. But I should say that Monday was the Erin Condren release. I'm putting it here on Tuesday just to have it in there. And I bought a daily duo and some accessories. So I'm actually going to be moving all my budgeting stuff into the daily duo. And then obviously that's going to be more structured daily planning for me, which I'm really enjoying. I do kind of miss having the coil planner just out and about. So I'm going to have that for those 2 purposes. And I find that printing daily inserts for my cloud is kind of a pain in the butt. And this way it's just, I know I have the whole academic year and it's all set. So that's nice. So I picked one of those up. I think we talked a little bit about it last week in the comments about what everyone got. But if you've picked up anything since then, let me know. It's still nice to enjoy the Erin Condren release otherwise. And I did some planning time. I moved all my sets around. All the kits that I'm using. And then I have the 3 binders, and one is like Depod, which I'll probably never use those kits, but I'm holding them. And I moved actually a bunch over there just to make some room. Then actually Steph visited me on my island. Just quickly, I had Leaf and she really wanted shrubs. So I was like, hey, I have Leaf, come over, get some shrubs. So she came over, and then I did some island hopping because, as I said on the previous Sunday, Tammy moved out. She was a cute little monkey and she was crazy, but I let her move out because she wanted to have an adventure, see the world. So I had an empty plot this day, so I went mystery island hopping and I ran into a cutie. I was so happy. It was my 3rd island and I was like, yes, she's on my list. She's coming home with me. And as you can see here in fangirling, what is it going to be? Yes, it's Muffy. Muffy moved in. She's the cute little goth sheep. I love her. She's the best. She's so plump. I love her. So she was in her boxes this day, and I just, she's so cute. It was so funny on Thursday when Steph and Kylie were over on my island, and it was raining, so we were catching color sets. And and Muffy was going around in the rain with a little umbrella, and she was like hanging out with us on the beach the whole time. And every time we talked to her, she was like, I hate the rain. Ugh. "Ugh, it's so gross outside." And we're like, "Go home, Muffy." But she didn't. And then when the rains finally stopped, that's when she went home. Like, what a dingus. Oh, Muffy. Man, these Animal Crossing animals are like your real friends. And then I watched a ton of gaming streams that day, as well as I wrote a new pot, and what I mean is a new pot of coffee. Because I keep a whole pot of coffee in the fridge to make iced coffees, and obviously I have to replenish the pot. So I didn't have anything else I could remember to put in, so I put that. Thursday I didn't feel I started off the day not feeling that great, but then Steph and Kylie were like, "Hey, we got turnip prices, let's hang out, let's island hop." I think was it Kylie? Steph had kicks, so I was like, yes, that's island hop. So it was another 2-3 hour adventure without video conferencing at the same time. And I got to see Kylie's new dog, Baby, who's adorable. And then I did some drawing and working on a custom this weekend. Oh, it's so good, you guys. It's so good. And then it was Vapu Eve, so there was some noise out. And I should say, okay, so I was worried a bit about Vapu, because everyone was like, oh gosh, everyone's going to go out and picnic, and no one's going to social distance. It's going to be a mess, because it's all about partying and drinking, and, But I checked the news the day after on Saturday, and they're like, it was exceptionally quiet, and most people were good. So I was like, yes, because they had the whole, virtual live streams of Vapu. So that's great. So Vapu Eve, we had a lot of gin and Simo, which I didn't write there, and we had ice cream. And then on Friday, Lux also visited a friend. Don't worry, they're all we're all locked down. And they had made donuts, like the traditional donuts with cardamom and sugar that you make for Vapu. So we had a bunch of those, and they were delicious. And we had more Sima and more gin. I do some more drawing. Oh, and then I did some fan art for last week for one of my favorite gaming streamers, and he had it up on the stream. I put it on my stories. Before the stream started, it was up there, pride of place, and I was so happy. I was like, I'm so cool. So I put that in there. And then the new clouds were put up on pre-sale. The pre-sale should still be going, so go check them out. You don't have to worry about these selling out because they are a pre-sale. But I picked up Lilac Daydream with gold hardware and Soft Pebble, which comes with soft hardware. Soft Pebble, which comes with silver hardware. I'm so excited. They're so pretty. And what else? Oh, I did the May Day maze event for Animal Crossing, and I had to do it twice, but it was really, really good. I loved it. And I took all the bushes and flowers, but then they took all of them from me. I was hoping I could steal them. But anyway, Saturday I was kind of annoyed that day because I got some art stolen again. Like every time I post on Etsy, the scammers come out and they buy it, and then they claim it's fraud, so they get refunded, and then they resell it in random places on the internet. So they got another set of mine, so that's all of them. So I was just like, blah. But I looked it up, and frauds and thieves are in the 8th circle of hell in Dante's Inferno, so that made me feel better. I did some more drawing, and then we watched Knives Out, because we've been meaning to watch it, and oh my god, I loved it. I love Rian Johnson, I love The Last Jedi, and Knives Out was so good, and it looked amazing. Just a feast for the eyes, all those knits. I loved it. What else did I put there? Oh, it was also J. Crew Plant's birthday. Jessica, missing her plan with me so much, but I know she's got doing school and whatnot. Unlike me. Oops. But yeah, so I had to put that in, of course, with the sketch birthday cake that she drew. And then we had pizza during Knives Out, and I filmed this plan with me, basically. So then here are my pre-planning for Sunday. I was going to draw all day, which I did, and I printed inserts, some daily inserts just to use before, because the Erin Conjuring doesn't start until July. So And then this ended up being empty boxes. So what did I do today? I sent the files over. We cooked a pasta with a delicious sauce. We watched some more gaming streams. Locke played some Other Worlds, which I watched. Heidi scooted poop everywhere. Animal Crossing. Nothing much happened that day. It's just a casual day in Animal Crossing, I think. Yeah, nothing much happened this Sunday. But that's how it is. And of course now I'm doing this. And yeah, so that was my week. I hope you guys are keeping safe and healthy. I know some states are opening up and we're planning to open up gradually here, but I feel like let's just try and keep as safe and distant as possible to protect those we love around us and anyone else in society, because we should protect the vulnerable. But I hope you have a wonderful week. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more. I will get the budget video up this week. Anyway, bye guys. Love you. Bye.